Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit here, back again with Steins. We're on episode 7 now. Yeah, last episode we kind of saw the time travel in a more sort of direct way, as opposed to, like, you know, watching a banana go back onto its stalk with its friends and be a bit green. It's more like not sending a physical object as opposed to just sending a text back in time to Kioma a week ago and letting a different Kioma, like, change stuff. And because of that, it changed everything around him. He moved across to a different world line, or his brain did. So the only one who, you know, it's interesting because everybody else's memories didn't carry over. His did. But the funny thing is he doesn't have memories of that world line that he's in, whereas the people around him do. So, yeah, it's like what he's doing, apparently, like, nobody else knows what's going on and stuff, whereas he knows exactly what's going on. And we had the whole thing with John Tita. I think John Tita was like, he's saying, oh, Okabe's the only one that can retain his memories across world lines. Well, technically, I think he should be able to, considering what he was saying. And also there's a thing with Kirisu, which, you know, the whole money bags thing. Like, she should not know that, because it's a different world line. So there's more with Kirisu than she's letting on. That's not new information though. She's always been a bit more on the mysterious side, so. But that's very interesting to me, that whole thing with the money bags. She should not know that. I think she slipped up when she wasn't supposed to. I think she knows a hell of a lot more than what's going on. She has some retention of memory. If it's not the whole memory across different world lines along with Okabe, then it's definitely, there's some retention there, even just a little bit. Alright, so without further ado, we're gonna get in episode 8 of Steins Gate. Nice rhymes. Let's go.
Me? Humanity's savior? Nonsense! I have chosen the path of the mad scientist! I vie for chaos and destruction! We shall be recommencing Operation Weird without further delay.
You already sent it, didn't you?
Yes, the experiment has indeed taken place. I've no doubt that the events of the past have been altered in certain details.
No kidding.
You mean we really made the jump to another world line?
Near as I can tell, this would also explain why your memories of earlier today differ so significantly from my own.
Chaos theory, homeostasis.
Check it.
Well, nothing in the sent messages folder. But it does look like a dmail hit the inbox 5 days ago.
We sent a dmail 5 days into the past telling Daru the position of the cards in his match with Ferris, so he should have won.
But that'll be a different world line though, not the one they're currently in.
Daru got the message all right, but it didn't seem to change the past.
Yeah, because it's a different.
Should have, though, shouldn't it?
That'll-
We knew where the cards were.
That'll be in a different world
I
line.
guess the world line doesn't jump for every little incidental thing that runs interference.
I feel like we need to find a more objective way of analyzing whether or not we've gone through that kind of a shift.
Really?
Wait a sec. That doesn't mean I agree with what you're doing. I'm just saying.
Perhaps you should be the one to send out our next email.
I don't want to.
Still worried about a time paradox?
Changing the past just feels unfair. For better or for worse, the 18 years I've lived up until now have made me who I am today. There may have been bad times, but they've been mine, just as much as the good times.
In other words, you're a scientist. A mad one.
What? Where'd you get that?
You've no qualms about sitting back and letting others hurl themselves headlong to the unknown, obviously. That is rather the attitude that sets mad scientists apart. Have to...
I love how our personality is so different in the phone.
Moeka?
Shut up!
Can I?
It's right there.
Good morning! Yeah, it's my yay! Oh, good morning, Suzuha. Good morning, part-time girl. Well, spill it. How'd it go with Mr. You-Know-Who?
What do you mean?
Time travel. travel, goofball? Did you ever get a hold of Teeter or what?
He and I did end up corresponding, in fact, but I'm not exactly sure if I believe him anymore.
What in the hell? Why would you doubt him?
Explain to me why you're so worked up about it? I think somebody just outed herself as a Teeter fangirl. Nothing too complicated, Shining Finger. Make it simple enough that we'll know whether or not the past has actually been changed.
Will Moeka's photos like reveal like somebody
I got
missing
this
in the
cell
photo?
phone 4 days ago, but I don't like it. So I want you to tell the past me not to purchase it.
You know what I mean? Like if she's taking pictures of a group of people, will we eventually see like a photo where one of them isn't there?
All right. Initialize the phone wave real name.
Probably Okabe.
Wow, it's perfect.
Why the melon?
I just wanted to apologize to you for getting the numbers all mixed up when I bought that ticket for you. Do you think you can forgive me?
Look why are you just looking at the milk?
No problem.
You want to come back sometime and try on my cosplay?
I don't know about that. I'm not really into that sort of thing, you know?
Oh, I understand. That's too bad, though. You'd look super cute in them.
I don't have to ask this time. I felt it.
So he feels himself crossing.
Where's Shining Finger? She was just here.
What are you on about?
Just ignore him. That's what I do.
Melon's gone.
Ruka happened to stop by?
My Ruka? No? Why do you ask?
What about Moeka then? Has she been here today?
I don't think so. Do I know her?
I've never heard of her either.
Oh God.
We sent another dmail, didn't we?
We did? What's different this time?
Did we alter the past so thoroughly that Moeka's very existence was negated? Impossible. I still have her earlier messages, so at least she was alive as of then, but
I guess she just like it just reverted back to before she became a lab member, I guess.
she messaged me right back. It's very much in character.
The girl that you were asking about, Shining Finger, sent herself a dmail and changed the past in that she never made her initial visit to the lab?
In so many words, yes.
I have to ask you something, and I'm hoping you don't take it the wrong way. You're not like pulling our leg, are you?
Okay, I'm ready.
We can talk about this later.
You made the pilgrimage here without your sacred blade?
I thought
You
that...
stop being a grumpy butt. Ruka's my extra special guest, so I want everyone here to behave. You are still okay with me dressing you up, right?
Sure, I
Of
guess.
course you are, my darling Ruka. Ta-da!
Oh dear God.
He's Karari from the game Rynet. It fits perfectly. You look adorable.
I've never been so embarrassed before.
Don't be embarrassed. You're the prettiest boy these goofballs have ever seen.
Balls or not, man. I would so hit that.
Oh
What do you
Christ.
think, Ocarine? Hey, Kurasu's here.
Behold the pervert! Undressing the poor dear with her eyes.
No, I'm not.
I didn't actually come here to play dress up. I stopped by to ask the members of the Future Gadget Lab for a really big favor. Don't be mad. There's someone in the past I've got to send a really important text message to. Sorry. Remember how I brought you that watermelon yesterday to make up for the ticket?
How does she know? What?
Sent another dmail, didn't we?
We did? What's different this time?
Did we alter the past so thoroughly that Moeka's very
Oh.
existence was negated? Impossible.
I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I was about to knock right when
She was
you
about.
said that
Alright, okay.
stuff.
It's okay. Why don't you just tell us what message you want to send back?
Okay, I think I was meant to be a girl.
Huh?
For as far back as I can remember, I've always felt awkward about the way I look.
Yeah, but how would you change that though?
Wait, what? Time out for a sec. Why is the cute girl talking about not liking how she looks?
Alas, my poor assistant, allow me to shatter the candy-coated bubble of naivete around
Someone this cute can't possibly be a boy. Sorry, I'll just...
How you doing there?
I've already got an idea, though. I heard that if you eat a lot of meat when you're pregnant, you end up having a baby boy. And if you eat lots of veggies, you have a girl instead. Maybe if she knew
What?
If sending a D-mail makes him feel better, what's the harm in letting him try? All right.
It's good.
Swear your life among the mundanes and consent to become our newest lab member, 006. And someone remind me what year it was when cell phones started to become popular in Japan?
Looks like it was 96. and
Well,
we're talking
shit.
Airlines telephone.
My brilliance is frightening even to me.
If you've got something, just spill it.
If cell phones are off the menu, then let's try sending it to a pager. I hope you're ready for your first assignment, 006. It pertains to your wish. Ascertain if your mother had a pager, and then ascertain the number of said pager.
I'm on it.
Excellent work, 006. Have you decided what you're going to say?
Yes.
I hope she already knows she's expecting when she gets this. Turning it into numbers. we get- Are you ready to send your D-mail, Ruka?
Yes.
I feel like this is the... This is very bad.
I don't know anyone.
No,
who's
there
done
are.
that.
Sure,
Oh.
why not? It's comfy.
I was like,
In
they're
fact, I
gone.
think you'd look really cute in this, Ruka.
Who, me?
Still a boy,
Dude or not?
I guess. Research.
Now what?
Can't
Ask
tell.
if Ruka's a girl. Poor thing would probably faint. I guess the text didn't work. Something has changed from before. We're on a different world line. Question is, what?
Ah, shit! Alright, episode 8. I didn't actually write down a lot on this one. Because I feel like they're just kind of testing. Like, almost like play testing the whole thing. So there's not a lot of information like kind of going around. It's more just like him testing the going back in the past and stuff and changing things that way. I was wondering, like, the whole thing with Daru, I don't think he changed the past, because in that world line that they were in wasn't the world line that in which she got that text. I think he got it in a different world line, right? Although that being said, it seems like now, like, Ocarina like follows the text wherever it goes to that world line. So I guess that's wrong then. Because I figured it was just like it was happening in a different world line, the one that we're not seeing, because it was Daru that like got the message as opposed to Okabe getting it. So I figured it would follow like Daru to a different, like, move Daru in a different world line as opposed to the one that we're in. But I guess not, because as we see with the other ones, he seems to, you can tell. I was wondering if Moeka's photos would change regarding the time thing. It's like, oh, like, have a look at the photo, like, who was in it? Everyone was in it, but like in this one, Okabe is not in it, kind of thing, you know. And I'm wondering, like, imagine that, like, because her photos have got to come into play eventually, right? Like, something will happen where there'll not be a person in it, or like, I don't know, Okabe in the past will be like looking at photos that technically haven't happened yet. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, so Moeka never showed up again because well, it was back 4 days ago, right? 4 days from when they sent the message back. So I guess within that time was when she became a lab member, which means, like, because it was beforehand, she got a different phone, like, certain things happened, butterfly effect, whatever. She never turned up at the lab, thus she was not there after the experiment had gone through. And And the whole Ruka one, like, that one is dangerous because, like, you're talking about changing something so far in the past that so much stuff could have changed. Like, you know, like, honestly, I'm surprised that everyone was still there. Like, Daru was there, Kirisu was there, Mayuri was there. I'm surprised they were all there, considering how far they're going back in the past. Because things, like, you know, a little thing can change stuff way in advance because of that. You know what I mean? Like, because it goes down a completely different path, so things change. You know what I mean? Like, when you talk about the butterfly effect, it's the idea that, they change the it's the change in like a butterfly flaps its wings, you know what I mean, and well, they say a tsunami happens. Well, that's just, well, that's stupid. But you know, a butterfly flaps its wings, and you know what I mean. Like, let's say a butterfly flies right instead of going left. All right. I don't know. It flies into somebody's face, and now they've got that, like, I don't know, on their mind. I don't know, they hate butterflies to do that or something like that. Shit, like, fucking lose control of, like, where they're going, where they're headed. They knock into somebody, and that person, I don't know, they end up getting coffee or something, and then, I don't know, they end up being married and stuff. Whereas if that butterfly hadn't have done that, we wouldn't have even focused on anything. Any people around him, he would just carry on, like, went, like, going straight forward. Yeah. So, you know, it's shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? The littlest thing like that, like a butterfly flying at somebody's face, ended up, a marriage happened because of it. You know what I mean? Between two people that never would have talked to each other otherwise. So, to go, like, 17, 18 years back in time to possibly change somebody's gender is, like, you know, like, that is a lot of shit that can change. A lot of shit. So I'm surprised they were all there, but I'm gonna have to wait until next fucking week to figure out what actually has changed in that. But yeah. Alright. That is all I've got. Pretty short one on the discussion for this one. Just like, generally because, you know, like I said, like, it wasn't a lot of information given, because it was just kind of experimenting with, like, you know, the different people sending text to themselves and other people to change their future and whatnot and stuff like that. So, I mean, one thing I could talk about is, like, you know, Ruka saying, oh, I kind of wish I was a girl kind of thing. And it's not, like, the thing is, to him, he wouldn't know that, because that would happen in a different world line, like, where, you know what I mean? So to him, he would just continue living his life like nothing happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he tried to, like, I think the way he's thinking about it is he sends the text back to his mother's pager. She ends up eating veggies. So yeah, for some reason, like, that means that she has a girl, right? Like, I think in his mind, he's probably thinking, oh, now suddenly I'm a girl, you know what I mean? Whereas that's not what happens. Like, that guy who gets the text sent to his mother's pager will always be a guy. Like, he won't change in that world line. He'll always be a male. But yeah, maybe, like, in another world line, he's a female, I guess. But, like, you know, I think that's the thing. Like, you know, they are essentially changing, like, a different... They're not exactly affecting their own life. The only one that can really affect his own life, as we know of, is Ocarine, because his memory can travel across world lines. So he's the only one that feels affected by anything. Like Moeka sending a message back saying, oh, don't pick up this phone because she hates it, right? Don't go and buy this phone, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? That Moeka in the original world line, before she sends the text, would never she'll always have that phone that she bought but never liked it. But like a Moeka in a different world line will be fine. You know what I mean? So essentially, you're changing like something, I guess, for the better for a person that you will never meet and never ever feel the effects of. The only way that can happen is if you can travel across world lines, like with your memories and stuff, which is something only Okabe can do as of right now, at least anyway. And well, yeah, Suzu can do it as well. So basically, yeah, that whole episode was basically just them testing shit out and, you know, seeing the effects of it. But yeah, like I said, the only one that's ever going to feel the effects of it as of right now anyway is Okabe. So yeah. Oh well. Yeah, that's all I got to talk about. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.